Greetings and salutations. This is Ha Gahn, just catching a cool breeze out in nature. Well, I do have a chair, which is unnatural. I mean, I could sit on the ground, but I'm just chilling, as the young people would say. But I'm in a really good mood. I'm happy, feeling peaceful. It's probably about 82 and some odd degrees out here now. So I wanted to catch that afternoon breeze and just, share some thoughts with you guys. I'm thankful that there's a number of you that appreciate nature and would also take your time to avail yourself of the healing benefits of it. When I say healing benefits, there are many. For one, that outside, because of the interaction of the ecosystem itself, it will purify the air. There's a certain amount of air coming out of the earth, which we call outgassing. There's a certain amount of air that's being emitted from the plants and from the grasses and things like that, taking in their carbon dioxides and letting out oxygen so that we can breathe the oxygen and the plants can take the carbon dioxide, and the light is making photosynthesis, so that green color, which is made by chlorophyll, is actually producing natural plant sugars that feed the plant. And if those of you that eat certain plants, you would get the benefit from all of that energy. So there's a lot going on out here at all times, even though we can't see it. Probably if you use a high-powered microscope and look down at some of the cells that these various plants are made out of, you would see some activity that looks kind of interesting and inspiring. Of course, there's all kind of creatures down there too. One day I'm going to show you a video of some of the creatures that actually live in the soil and give you an idea of what they do and how they do and why and so forth. And there are various communities. You got communities of birds which eat some of those creatures. There's a lot going on. But the main point that I want to get people to think about, we meaning the human species, are not above all of this. We're part of it. So we need to be mindful not to destroy it unnecessarily, and also to make ourselves available to receive the benefits of it by participating with it. And one of the things that you can do, if you're in a clean environment, you could take your shoes off and walk barefooted on the ground. So that's a activity which is now called grounding. Before, in the olden days, they just called it walking barefoot on the earth. But why do they call it grounding? Because as you are involved in a lot of buildings or walking on carpets and things like that, you build a lot of static electricity up, which builds up a charge in your body. That charge ultimately interferes with the free flow of electrons through your organs. When you walk on the ground, that energy discharges into the earth. Now they have something called grounding mats that you can buy, and you plug it into the wall. Only one of the prongs of the plug is active. That's that central prong, and it leads throughout the building down to a ground, which is a thick copper pipe or copper rod that's been tapped into the ground. Some of the people that advertise these devices proclaim that this thing is superior to nature. It is not. It's based on nature. And if you walk outside for about 15 to 30 minutes every day on the earth with your feet, you will get the effect that you're looking for. So you do not need a grounding mat. If you stay in a building all the time, you need to take your shoes off and put the feet on that mat, and then you could achieve the point that you're looking for. Okay. that's my discussion for today. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a few minutes. So, this is Ha Gahn on the Wisdom Trail, signing out.